So once you've seen the entire schedule, what stuck out to you first?
Yeah, Kay, for me, it's that team right there. You can get a real feel for what the league office thinks about a team and a franchise and their future by who they give primetime games to. You mentioned it. 8 different teams have 5 primetime games. They tie for the league lead. This is them. And look, you look at the 49ers, that's an obvious one. They went to the Super Bowl. Buccaneers have Tom Brady. The Chiefs, of course. The Cowboys are America's team. Packers win the NFC Championship game. Rams have a new stadium in LA, the West Coast. The Ravens have Lamar Jackson. The Patriots have 5 games, which tells me the NFL not only believes in New England post-Brady, but they're doubling down on New England post-Brady. They think that the Patriots are going to be relevant this year. Look at the Patriots' schedule as you see right here. And I tell you this, with the Patriots, it's almost the stake of the Patriot brand and the power of Belichick that the NFL is investing in. Because I'll tell you, if the Patriots roll out here and they're losing to the Dolphins and the Broncos early, and then they have a Sunday night game against the Seahawks, or then they early have to go and play the Ravens and they get blown out week 10. If you thought there was Patriot fatigue beforehand, like when they had Brady and Gronk, get ready for the fans outside of New England to say enough with the Patriots in this version of it. I think the NFL league office, the schedule makers, they have too much faith in Belichick to just immediately dismiss this team as someone who's going to be another also-ran in the league. 5 primetime games without a quarterback of note and without a tight end who we know he's throwing to. I think it's fascinating that, well, the rest of the country and 31 other markets might be fleeing Foxborough and saying it's time to turn the page. No, the league office still believes in that Patriot brand.
I like that, Shregs. And speaking of turning the page, we are turning the page on the 100th season of the NFL. And even though we celebrated it this past season, the actual birthday is September 17th coming up this year. And on that Thursday night, we have the Browns facing the cross-state rivals, Cincinnati Bengals. So for me, I'm looking at that game. I know we're all historians of football, and it's just special. And the significance of this game, this moment, these teams that we're familiar with, the history between them. And I know the NFL is going to celebrate in nearby Canton, Ohio, which is the birthplace of the NFL. And then just given the game, the subtleties within these two teams, I mean, the storylines. You have Baker Mayfield, who we know was #1 overall and had that great rookie year, had a little bit of a slump that sophomore season, and all that talent surrounding him, and also Kevin Stefanski. On the flip side, we get to see Joe Burrow. We get to see the new #1 overall pick and what he's going to do and how he's going to try to put the city, the state on his back like LeBron did when he showed up in Cleveland to play for the Cavaliers. So I'm very excited about this because not only is there history behind this game, but the winner of this game will have a leg up when it comes to the AFC North. So I'm looking forward to that Thursday night. It's a very historical night, and I know we'll be emotional because we love the history of the game, and I can't wait for these two teams to get it on.
You're all over it, Nate. We're sitting here in May. It feels like these games are tomorrow. It's exciting as hell. My first reaction, everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. And no bigger winner than my very favorite type of fan in all the land, Schedule Guy. I adore Schedule Guy. Schedule Guy is the fan who the second the schedule comes out, prints it out, gets his highlighter for a win, highlighter for a loss, figures out the whole season, and then tapes it to the refrigerator. And in my experience, my theory, it always comes out to 10-6. Every season ends 10-6. It doesn't matter. This fan could be so down on what they did in the draft and free agency and not like the coach and not like the quarterback. You find a way to get to 10-6. And guys, I did a little field work last night. I did it. I went through and did the schedule for all 32 teams. I also have a 2-marker system, and I just want to share it a little bit. I got here, I'll start with the Chiefs. I went right here. I got the Chiefs at 10-6. Strong starts, little rocky in the middle, and then some trouble at the end with Saints and Chargers. I want to represent all teams, though. Guys, I did the Jaguars. I got the Jags at 10-6. It's a great season for Doug Marrone. I'm happy for him.
Great shirt,
I got the Saints at 10-6. Who dat? I got the Bengals at 10-6, who day, and I have the Redskins at 6-10. Nope, hold on, that's upside down. I got the Redskins at 10-6 too, guys. You know what's funny? I'm doing all this, and last night around 10:30, I'm not even making this up. I searched on Twitter 10-6. I just searched it up. You would not believe the takes from all these media members. Ike Reese, former Eagle, Eagles at 10-6. Skip Bayless, Cowboys, 10-6. Colin Cowherd on the Broncos, 10-6. Jared Payton for the Bears, 10-6. How about our old buddy Adam Rank? I'm sure he's got some crazy take. 15-1 for the Bears, maybe 1-15. No. Adam Rank, I have the Bears at 10-6 this season. Guys, it is unbelievable. No one has any consideration for injuries or rosters or reality. It's 10-6. We're just getting over all the mock drafts. These are like the mock seasons. And it's a good thing they changed the playoff format this year because all 32 teams are getting in. I love you, schedule guy. You're going to be totally wrong. But this morning, you kind of feel right. I got a Jags-Redskins Super Bowl. We'll see you in Tampa.
I love that shirt you're wearing. I love the fact that you have highlighters. I love the fact that, you can't hide money, Kyle. You've got a printer in that home of yours. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I will say
color highlighters, too.
Love it. I love a different kind of schedule guy. A guy that Peter Schrager has made me earn or gain more and more respect for year after year. And it's the guys who get cooped up in that room and have to figure out who plays when and what makes sense and who's going to be happy and how we're going to explain it to the guys who are sad. Because I feel like at some point when they're huddled in that room, Schrags, they said, we need to just start with a bang. Everybody needs this. COVID-19 has turned our world upside down. Sports, non-sports. Let's really kick off the 2020 season in the best fashion possible. And I don't know if their kids are still saying lit or no cap or bet or whatever, but week 1 is all of the above. We get the Texans-Chiefs rematch on Thursday night. Love it. We get Brady and Breeze, you guys, right out the gates. They're not making us wait for that. You've got Packers-Vikings rivalry. That, by the way, is one of 9 division matchups in week 1 alone. Baker getting the start off with the Browns in Baltimore. That's insane. What else here? The Cowboys opening the Rams. Cliff versus Kyle, Schrags. This is amazing. And then Giants-Steelers. That's 2 classic teams. I love week 1.
Love the Steelers at Giants. The NFL saying Monday Night Football, 2 classic franchises. We're going to put it right in that New York market. Let's go.
Yeah, and we are, of course, hoping that the season goes off without a hitch. Of course, safety of players and coaches and fans is paramount to the NFL. Roger Goodell issued a statement last night saying, quote, the release of the NFL schedule is something our fans eagerly anticipate every year as they look forward with hope and optimism to the season ahead. In preparing to play the season as scheduled, we will continue to make our decisions based on the latest medical and public health advice in compliance with government regulations and with appropriate safety protocols to protect the health of our fans, players, club and league personnel, and our communities. We will be prepared to make adjustments as necessary as we have during this offseason in safely and efficiently conducting key activities such as free agency, the virtual draft offseason program, and the 2020 NFL Draft.